Hey Cass, I love you. Happy birthday. That didn't quite come out in the order that I wanted it to, but that's okay. I'm doing this completely off the cuff. Uh I love you, but I'm sure by this point you already know that. And I remember asking you, uh I don't know if it was a couple of days ago or maybe even a week by this point, what where the point was where you had like considered us together, or where the point was where we fell for each other. Uh, I I think I have a couple of inklings. It might have been when we first started watching Ruby together. All when we would spend nights together and we would just go to when we would go to that little library and sit on the bench outside in the cold ass weather and just watch Ruby together. It could have been the first time we had our infamous first lemon scene in our RP, as you put it back then. Um, Hell, it could have even been the moment I got you your Sona. But all I know is that at some point we were together, and I want it to stay that way. Because I don't think I would be here without you. I mean, back when we were in high school, my ma had basically just left for Nevada, and so, I was missing her. And and I may not have said anything specific about it to you, but it caused a lot of mental anguish for me. It was hard on my brain, and you were there for me when I really needed it, even though I never actually told you. All those times I would come to ask um, if I could spend the night, all of those times, I'm pretty certain were me needing to deal with something and coming over to your house to get away from it. I uh I only realize that now looking back on it. I I I remember talking to Tanya recently, another high school friend of ours. You know her name, um, and I said to her, I don't know when it happened, but me and Cass are together now. And she's like, and I remember my reaction to what she said, because she was like, she expected it. And then she said, you were kind of, I was kind of like a kicked puppy around you. And I was like, because I was needy, clingy. And she's like, yes and yes. It was a bit of a realization. She even said if I wasn't together with you by this point, she would have found a way to slap me through the phone. But the point is, I needed you, and you were there for me every time. And I I wanted, I don't know how to say it. I want to be there for you like you are for me, because I want to reciprocate my love for you. And I don't know how else to do it than just be here. I know that uh, we spend a lot of time on voice calls and whatnot, and that's literally me just attempting to spend the most amount of time with you possible, because uh, it's weird to hear myself say this, but I want to marry you at some point because I love you. And I know I'm kind of stuck here in Nevada right now. That won't do. I'm pretty sure when we find a way to live together that I'm going to be coming to you, because I would move mountains to be with you. I want it badly. I even remember the first time, vaguely at least, that I told you I was in love with you. Um, I think it might have been after that one RP, sometime after it. Uh, I was hoping you would reciprocate because I had no idea if you felt the same. And I also remember sending a comic to you that was about that very thing, where I thought you would have said something to blow it off and then just went to sleep. But obviously you said that wasn't the case. I miss you so much. There's days I just hate being here. There's so many days I would rather just be with you. Living in Las Vegas can be annoying sometimes. But this video is here to tell you that I love you and I will marry you. I don't know what it will take, but we'll get there. And we're adopting a possum too. Now, what happens beyond that, I have no fucking idea. But I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So, this is my declaration of my love for you. I know I've said it multiple times, but there's rarely been a point where I've tried to pour my heart out about it. I love you. Thank you for being here for me. And I hope that in the future I can do more than that for you. I love you, Cass. Happy birthday.